In this week's Signal Emitted, AI Slop, Godot Con, more 4.7 features, and our game and tip of the week. Welcome to Signal Emitted, your weekly news video for Godot related news. I'm Voylin, and I'm sorry about the first section of this video. AI Slop is now also coming for Godot, like the actual development of Godot. But don't worry, it's not as bad as some news media make it out to seem. But it is becoming a time waster for the, well, basically open source project maintainers in general. Remy, the lead maintainer on Godot, posted this 4 days ago. It's a post in which he vents his frustrations with AI Slop pull requests, which are happening inside of the Godot repo right now. And those kind of like AI Slop pull requests are, they're just appearing more and more often recently. For maintainers, if they have to help contributors, like first time or regular contributors, who submitted PRs with problems, it saves a lot of time if the person who wrote the PR actually wrote the code by themselves, so they know what's happening and why they did certain things. A lot of PRs written by AI fail to compile, or they just aren't following the formatting or contributing guidelines, or often involve incorrect or extra unnecessary codes. Using AI to help work on PRs isn't a bad thing, but you should know why you're adding certain lines or why you're removing certain lines of code in the places that you do. Using AI mindlessly is creating the time-wasting slop which maintainers hate. Not only Godot maintainers, there's also Blender maintainers and such. Like, it's kind of getting a full-on issue. Even if you mean well, it's not helping anybody. It's slowing down overall progress, since time spent on those kind of like bad PRs, AI Slop PRs, they could be used to actually work on PRs, like helping people, contributors who actually wrote code themselves and know what they're trying to implement. Don't create PRs if you don't know at all what's going on, what's removed, added. Don't. And before we go on to the other topics, a quick thank you to all my Ko-fi supporters. Their support means a lot to me, and it keeps my videos and the progress on Gozen flowing. Thank you very much for your support, and let's go over to the other topics, because 2 months are left for Godot Con to happen in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Tickets are available right now. They range from 90 euros for like special discounts to 170 euros. If you want to give a talk or a workshop at Godot Con, you have until the end of next month, until end of March, to create a submission. And if you want to be a sponsor for the event, you can reach out to godotcon@godotengine.org. And let's go over some of the extra PRs of the upcoming 4.7 release, which I missed in the last week's Signal Limited episodes. First of all, there is now Vulkan ray tracing support. That PR is from 2024 November, so it took some time to fully complete it. It's a great addition for people working on 3D games. And another great addition is a shortcut that got added for showing the documentation tooltip of the thing your cursor is on. Most IDEs already have this feature, but the text editor, the script editor inside of Godot was lacking this feature. And for the people who are working on mobile devices, device screen rotation has a signal now. So yeah, there's now a signal for when the device orientation changed. Something which needed some boilerplate code before, as mentioned in this issue. So another great addition. It's a smaller one, but for the people working on mobile stuff, it's probably a very good one. Next week, I'll be going over some of the newer PRs which got implemented after the Dev 1 release. So stay subscribed if you want to stay fully up to date with Godot related news. And then let's go over to Game of the Week. And I have an interesting one. It's not out yet, and there's no release date yet, but listen to this. Beware of the Cartographer is a game in which you map a mysterious land during the Age of Enlightenment. Draw the border between two kingdoms which are at war, whilst meeting the locals and juggling their demands, and also staying on track with your requirements for your mission. Ethical dilemmas, secret plots, strange phenomena. Will you be able to bring peace back to the land? Again, as I mentioned, the game isn't available yet. It's not out yet, no release date planned. But what you can do is go to Steam and wishlist the game. There will be a link as usual in the description. And let's go over to tip of the week. And it's a kind of a special one. You probably won't need it until you really need it. Yeah, I think it's just a good one to like know. So yeah, did you know that you can decide the order in which nodes get handled, like handle the process or the physics process loop? Looking at this image, you can see how the process loops work. So we start, we have the 2 things that we want in the order that we want, and then it ends to go back to the start to run the new process frame. The process cycle and physics process cycle get run every single frame, and it will go through all the nodes of a scene and call their process function. But what if you want to handle movement first and then, by example, the camera? If I run this little test scene, you can see that the second one is being printed first, but you can easily change the order by lowering the process priority, and you can do this both through scripts or to the process section of the nodes. Again, this works for both the process and the physics process loop. And yes, this might be irrelevant for most projects, but if you need something to happen first, like a process loop to happen first before another one, then this could be a lifesaver to know. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching this week's Signal Emitted. Thank you to all these amazing Ko-fi supporters. Thank you very much for your support. If you want to become a Ko-fi supporter, go to the link in the description. If you have some other tips for tip of the week, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Woo, I almost fell.